What's going on, everybody? This is Kamal and Lukata,
And Anita Lukata.
and this is another edition of Date Night at Lukata Lounge. And we are here to kick out a few topics or a couple of topics tonight. And, we want to talk a little bit about marriage.
Yes, and before we get started with that, we just want to again send a little shout out to our cousins. We had a very beautiful, who had a very beautiful event this past weekend, celebrating their 50th birthday. So we just want to say we had an awesome, wonderful, tremendously good time
Yeah, we did.
this
We had
past
an awesome
weekend,
time.
and just family and friends and celebrating each other. It was just an awesome time and a blessed time. And when you can see 50, that's absolutely a blessing. So we wanted to say again, happy birthday
Happy
to our
birthday.
cousins who celebrated their 50th birthday this past weekend.
That's it.
So,
It's three of them. Three of our cousins.
yes,
Yeah.
they all turned 50 this weekend, and we had a blast.
Yeah.
So,
And you know what I noticed last night? Because these are, as everybody knows, we are married, and so these are her cousins, right? So you know what I noticed last night,
what?
babe? Maybe I'm wrong, but I think that's what I noticed because everybody got nicknames or they shorten their name. Okay, so I don't know if we want to say their names on here, but I'm gonna just say this: out of all three of them, am I wrong? All of their names start with an L. A.
They do. They
La,
did. Yep.
la,
Yep.
la, and la. Yeah, I just realized
You
that.
just realized that, baby?
I just realized that.
That's true.
Because we,
That's true.
we always call them
Yeah.
by their nicknames
Yeah.
or the shorter names and stuff. But I just say this: I'm gonna throw this shout out. You talking about three of the coolest people.
Yes.
My wife, she got a really cool family. They do a lot of stuff, and that's the thing about a family. It's important that family enjoys themselves. We both got. If y'all got to know us, I've never met two people that just got two huge families,
Huge.
a huge set of friends that we both grew up with, that we are all tight with. On both sides, she got everybody she's friends with. She's been friends with since if at least middle school, and the same
Yep.
thing for me. And our families are all cool. We just we're blessed with that.
Yes,
But
very
we had an
blessed.
awesome time last night.
Yes.
Awesome time.
Yes, we did.
Yeah.
And it was just awesome. The atmosphere, the ambiance, the camaraderie, the gathering, the mingling, the just enjoying the laughter, the
Mhm.
food, the drinks,
Yeah.
just everything. It was just beautiful. It was beautiful. And again,
Yeah.
for you to reach the age of 50, that's just a blessing in itself. So, yeah, we had a great
Absolutely.
time. Great time. We're just gonna move a little forward. We're not gonna be here long and keep you guys long, but again, we just wanted to express our sincere appreciation for the invite to our cousin's party. But we also just wanted to get into our topic, which is gonna be short, but we just wanted to discuss some married things, and so we wanted to just talk about what are the main three things that creates a successful marriage. And so we wanted just to touch bases on that. We've been together 6 years and we've only been married just a few months. We're newlyweds, but we've been together for quite some time. And during our course of our relationship, we definitely learned each other, and we definitely, had our ups and downs, which all couples and relationships do. But as the course of our marriage is progressing, we've just found some of the things that have made our marriage work,
Mhm.
and has been successful thus far. And, with the blessing of God, we hope it be successful for many, many years. So,
Yeah, and I'm laughing because we sitting here and our dog Riley. All right, we got a sheep poo and
he's jealous
a
because
shit poo. Shih Poo.
Shipu.
Shih Poo. And
He's a Shih Tzu and a poodle
poodle.
mixed, so it's a
Yeah.
Shipu.
So he just over there doing backward flips.
Because we
Cause
not
he know
paying no
we not paying
attention.
him no attention. He walking on his hand. He doing handstands. He twerking. He break dancing, jitting, all kind of stuff.
So silly.
Now he over there juggling. You know. So if you catch me laughing, I mean, for real, this dog need to be on TV.
He has to have attention 24/7, but
Yeah.
he's so spoiled. But in any case, we're going to get started again quickly with our little topics that we just wanted to touch bases with you guys. Again, the three things that we think that creates a successful marriage. Number one is communication.
Communication. Yeah. Communication is important. Um,
Absolutely.
you got to communicate with your partner.
Never assume. Never assume anything. Just
No,
always
no.
communicate. Yes.
You got to make time with your partner. You got to get to know your partner because you'll find out that you don't know anybody. Even your mother, you'll find out when you in your 50s or 60s, that your mama robbed the bank back in the 1970s, because you don't know everything about everybody if you don't talk.
Mm-hmm.
When it comes to your partner, your spouse, your wife, your husband, you have to take time and talk. And you want to do fun things if you have to. Some people are not great communicators, but
Mm-hmm.
if that's the case, then make it a make a night where you could just play games together, play Uno, or you
Yeah.
know, me and my wife, we like to. There's a game that we play on her tablet where we have to see what's different on a picture or something
Mm-hmm.
like that.
It's like a matching game.
Yeah, and that's so fun. And in the process, while we're doing it, we communicate, we talk.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
And actually help each other out. I'm like, babe, how you don't see that? Look, that's what's missing right there. So we
yeah,
have a ball with that. We have lots of fun. The other thing is the second thing that we think that creates a successful marriage is compromising.
yeah.
So definitely that's a big one. That's a big one. You can't always have things your way. I know that now. But my
Hmm.
husband is very good with eventually giving me my way anyway. But as a married couple, or any type of relationship, you have to compromise and you can't be selfish
Right.
and you can't just want things your way all the time and you can't just pout about it and all that. You just have to talk it out. And then eventually, you that impasse that you guys are at, it'll definitely dissolve and it'll pass. And then you can definitely get past that and resolve the issue that's at hand or things that you just can't work through. Again, it goes back to the communication. Once you communicate, again, then you compromise. And then again, whatever it is that you guys have going on, it can definitely resolve the issue once you compromise. You know.
And yeah, so yeah, and in terms of compromising, you definitely want to understand that when you are married, you know, and it starts when you're in a relationship. It's all about unselfishness. You have to understand that your wife or your husband is another part of you. So when people say that, you know, their partner completes them, or they want somebody to complete them, and other people kind of put them down, like, no, you need to be complete yourself. Well,
Mm-hmm.
it gets taken out of context what they're saying. They're saying that, no, I'm completing my own way, but a husband or a wife would help to complete that area of me where I want to share. I want to share certain things in my life. And so once you become one with somebody else, you share everything, and that's where the compromising comes in. You have to um, be able to wake up every day, and the things that you did when you were single or if you were with somebody else, you have to know if that's something that your partner is comfortable with or that your partner isn't comfortable with. And so you got to learn to compromise if you want things to work out and to remain long term. You
Exactly,
know.
exactly. And then lastly, this is like a two-part. Lastly, you have to give your partner or your spouse space, their own space,
Yeah.
along with romance too, and date nights. I
Yeah.
think those two combination of things, you have to give your partner time to be with his boys or be with her girls. We do that not frequently, but we do it, and it's fun. It's okay. It's all right. You know, he wants to hang out with his friends or have them come here, which lately that's been the case, and that's perfectly fine. If that's the case where he's gonna have company and have his boys over watching the game or celebrating somebody's birthday, which we recently did with his father.
Shout out to Pops.
I'll shout out the pops. And he actually had a good time. I was fine with it. I just, went and hung with my girls and, disappeared for a little while. And then came back and, they were still here, which was fine. And, I just went off into my little space. And, when they were done, that was the end of it. So,
Hmm.
you have to give each other and create a space where they can, have their private time and their fun time with their friends, family, or even if they wanted to do something just by themselves. I think that's a big part of it. And again, you also got to keep that romance and that flame going.
Yeah.
We
Absolutely.
definitely do date nights often. We do small little getaways where we go, get a room for the weekend and just don't be bothered with kids, dogs, family, things like
Hmm.
that. And it really, really bring you closer to your partner or your spouse. That's definitely important, and we think those things are definitely vital to keep a good relationship, and a good marriage intact, and keep it spicy, keep it fun, keep it interesting, those type of things. So those things have so far have been working for us. So definitely communicate. Again, give each other space, and again, compromise. You have to compromise. That's definitely very important. And
Hmm.
pray together too.
Definitely pray together. That's
Definitely pray
that's really
together.
number one. But
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. In terms of dating with each other and things like that, you definitely want to make sure that you keep that flame alive. Because um, you gotta you gotta keep it fun. You
Hmm.
know,
Yes.
um,
Yes.
being single at times, in the past when I've been single as a man, every man knows that is so expensive being a bachelor. It's so expensive. And it's not that it costs more, it's just that the thought of you spending money on various situations that you're not really going to be attached to, or that you're not attached to, or that you don't have a commitment to, or that's not feeding into your your situation or your future. it,
Right.
it, it really a waste of it becomes a waste of money at some point in time. you know Whereas in a marriage, any type of money that you spend, I don't care how much money you can spend, millions, but it's going towards you, it's going towards your family, it's going towards the kids, it's going towards the household, it's going towards things that especially if you got a good partner, a good wife. It's going to come back. It's going to come back to you. With my wife, it comes back to me. And so um, like I said, a lot of people in this day and time, they're afraid of marriage, but you can't be afraid of marriage. You can't be afraid of relationships and things like that. That's where compromise comes in. But once you find that right person, it's a beautiful thing. And like I say, you keep that dating going on. It don't cost much to date when you with somebody you really love. We live in Michigan. So many people here, we think you got to go to the most expensive restaurants. You got to go to um,
Hmm.
the most expensive clubs or
Yeah.
you know, all this type of stuff, and
Yeah.
spend, you know,
All this
hundreds of
money.
dollars
Yeah.
and all of that. If you with somebody that you enjoy and you really get to know what they really enjoy in life, man, we live in Michigan. You could go up to Mackinac Island, or you know, drive up to Mackinac, or you know, just places like that. You know, Traverse City. You
Mm-hmm.
know, go look at the lighthouse out there. Go
The apple orchard.
the
That's
apple
fun too.
orchard.
Yeah.
Yeah, things like that. And that is so fulfilling, you know, when you with somebody that you enjoy, you love, you know, and you know, you look forward to doing those things with them over and over, you know.
Yep.
So
So yep, I think that's the end of what our thoughts were on that particular topic. And, of course, we'll be coming in the near future with more date night stuff and, topics or current events or things that's happening on YouTube. And, we'll speak to those things. Hopefully, we'll be coming soon with our podcast as well. And again, we just want to thank everybody for tuning in and listening and commenting and supporting our Lukatavision YouTube channel. So,
yeah, we thank y'all. We appreciate y'all.
yes,
So this is Kamal Lukata,
Anita Lukata.
and this is date night on. I'm sorry, date night at Lukata Lounge,
Yes.
and that's on Lukatavision YouTube channel. Thank you.
Thank you.
And
Have a good night. Have a blessed weekend as well. And
yes,
Riley wants to say bye too. Say bye, Riley.
say bye, Riley. He been bye bye.
His full self.
He over there
All
doing
right.
all kind of stuff. See y'all later.
Bye.
All right.